It's showtime. Time for another edition of Because You Love Cars, brought to you by the Last Frontier Casino.
Keep watching, and at the end of today's video, you'll have a chance to be picked to be a winner of a special prize.
Hi everybody, I'm Ben Tracy in marketing. Also on today's show, we're going to have a poker tip, a table games tip, and a whole lot more.
Michael Holt, the Chief Brand Officer of the Last Frontier Casino. Eddie, man, here we are again. We're sharing more information, ideas, and thoughts for 30 years. You and me are getting ready to celebrate 30 years here at the Last Frontier Casinos. What a ride it's been.
Boy, Michael, I can't tell you how true that statement is. But hang on, today's ride is going to get even better. And for online viewers, keep in mind this is your show as well. Please comment at any time with your thoughts, your ideas, your experiences, the fun time, maybe a bad beat, maybe a big win, whatever. We'd love to share.
Great stuff. You know, Ben, last week you asked me the question, Michael, how did you get started in the gaming industry? And I got to take them all the way back to the Frontier Room, downtown Vancouver, Last Frontier Casino, named after the Frontier Room. But folks, I'm excited to have Ben share with you his experience. He's very special to us here, but he brings a lot. So Benny, why don't you tell him a little bit about how you got started with gaming?
Well, I'll give you the short version. In high school, Portland, Southeast Portland, involved with a musical act. Ended up auditioning for Music Corporation of America, a booking agency in Los Angeles. Believe it or not, they really loved what we did. In fact, I think we're going to see a picture here coming up of what the show business act looked like. I was the one below, the one with all the hair, which I don't have now. So from show business, we played everything from Bakersfield to Fresno to Palm Springs to Las Vegas to Lake Tahoe, Reno, Los Angeles, Dallas, Kansas City, New York. Sounds glamorous. We do a couple of shows a night. We sleep in till noon. At the resort we were staying, we get up, we lay by the pool, relax, look at the girls and all that stuff. It was wonderful. You know, I was young. It was a wonderful time. It was just really a great time. Yeah. And then the reality set in. Remember the movie Bill Murray, Groundhog Day? 6 o'clock in the morning and going through the same thing every single day? I'm telling you, when you see somebody on stage, you give them a big round of applause. Tony Bennett, for 80 years, has been singing, I left my heart. You know, and that's tough. That is tough.
We know it.
But it taught me one thing. As a showman on stage, whether you felt like it or not, you learn how to be your best regardless. So it was a great lesson. But after about 3 years, I said, that's it. I'm done. Have not played the accordion since, so don't ask me to play at your party.
I won't. How did you get here? How did you end up?
Well, then from the show business, I needed to do something, so I got into radio. Same story in radio, small towns. Ended up working in radio in Seattle during the World's Fair in 1960. Elvis Presley was there.
Wow.
In Portland, 1962. Had a chance to go to the Bend area and eastern and central Oregon to program a series of radio stations. And since we had played Bend in the early days at the Elks Club, I loved Bend. 8,000 people at the time. Went to Bend doing a morning radio show, and guess who called me?
Who?
Les Schwab called me one morning and said, Ben, I've been listening to you on the radio. Why don't you come on over and talk to me? I'd like to have you do my marketing. He was a great guy. Everything you think about Les Schwab is the truth. So I went over, we talked. That time he had about 11 stores, and I was with him for 40 years doing marketing on a handshake.
Yes.
And that's pretty special.
You know what?
Very special.
You know what? I love listening to the Les Schwab commercials. The voice of Les Schwab.
Well, way back when, that goes back to 2014.
Yeah.
2004 was the last time I did one. But people still remember, especially the old timers. You know what the key line they always remember was? Free beef at the Les Schwab side.
I love it. What was it like working with Les?
You know, Les was just amazing. The one thing about Les was he and I understood collectively together, it's about what the customers want, not what you want. You can have a slogan, but if you don't live up to that slogan, you're in big trouble. When we started, the one thing that he did not have was a hook. Well, I said, Les, the one thing you have in common is the sign. It's the same. So let's build a promotion around the sign. So I wrote the song, look for the sign, you're in Les Schwab Company, blah, 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 blah. But some of the slogans that we develop, I feel like what we do here at the Last Frontier. We make a commitment, we tie it with a slogan, and we live up to it. Because it's all about focusing on the customer, because that's the boss, the customer, not us. So show business, radio, working with Les Schwab, being here for 30 years, working with you for 30 years, can you believe that? And our team, our teammates in action, it's been just an amazing ride. It really has. And I feel blessed to be part of it.
Yeah.
And especially the fun I've had here in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been an hour.
Yeah. No, I know. It goes by so quick. But again, Benny's been a big special part of it and good stuff.
Well, that being said, let's have you give me your thoughts and ideas about the values you hold as far as the Last Frontier Casino.
Yeah, I love it. You know, you talk about Les Schwab and what they do, and they run out to the car and they take care of business. But Benny, you know, our slogan is because you love cards, and it really could be changed easily to because you love people. When we talk about our values, we talk about our mission, our vision, our clearly defined ideas, it really is true. I, as a chief brand officer, will drive up and down I-5. I'll go all the way down Spirit Mountain, down to the beach, all the way up to, Lucky Eagle. I'll go up and look at the little carvings, go up to the Seattle, Ritten area, all around. I've been in and out of casinos my whole life, grown up around them. And I love going in as an ordinary person with a ball cap on and sit in and just watch. But I can tell you this, every time that I come home to our casinos, one of our greatest success is our people. Our people truly are amazing. In fact, yesterday, I came onto the casino floor. I walked down on the floor. Larry Fisher's been with us from day one in the poker room.
Yes.
Day one. I went up and said, Larry, how you doing? His great smile, his personality, everything about Larry is the same today as it was back in the old days.
For 30 years, I look at my watch. If it's 10 minutes to 4, I look at the door. In walks Larry. I mean, you talk about
Yeah.
It's never varies.
No,
He's amazing.
He is amazing. And Chris Cantor, the poker supervisor, I'm sitting up at my desk and Cindy's talking to me about, my assistant Cindy Gaylor is talking to me. Michael, didn't Chris start as a dishwasher back in the old days? I mean, way back, yes. And she goes, he is such a pleasant person to interact with. He's always on top of the poker promotions. He shares his thoughts and ideas, but he does it with care. And I just challenge you, online viewers, come in, check us out, go ask for Chris, ask for Larry, and you'll see what I mean. But I will tell you, our vision and mission is alive and well here at the Last Frontier Casino. So I'm very excited.
That being said, it's a great lead-in for Michael Holt's table game tip of the week.
Tip of the week. One is, the tip is, go to any casino you want to go to and then come up and see us and see if what we're saying is true. But I will tell you this, last week, tip of the week, make sure you get your Players Club card. This week is pretty simple. When you come into our casinos, one of the biggest mistakes that players will make is they really don't know what promotions are going on. So my tip is when you pull up and you pull up a seat up at the table game, sit down, ask the dealer how's it going, interact with them, and make sure you get your player's card turned in, and then ask them what promotions are going on. Another great way to get insider information and be the first to know is make sure you sign up on our email addresses and make sure that you get SMS text messages. In fact, a customer called the other day. Our SMS text message went out a little bit late, and he said, hey, your promotion kicked off.
I get that all the time. Hey, it's late. They want it.
Yes.
They depend on it.
They really do. And Ben, again, we go back and forth, but what is your poker tip of the week?
Today's tip, be watchful. No, I'm not talking about checking your cell phone or watching TV. Watch the game. What are the players doing? What are they raising with? What are they calling with?
So
you
important.
see a player calling 6 or 7 players, including raises, and end up winning with like Queen 6 offsuit. Oh, that's the player that you want to wait and get involved with. Don't bluff him. You want to get involved with a premium hand. Because players who call and raise with weak hands, you know what we call them?
What do you call them?
We call them producers. Their chips usually wind up in the stacks of the solid players with winning play. So change a weak play to solid play, be a winner, not a producer.
Good points, Ben. That's it really is true. Being aware of your surrounding and all the tells in poker is critical. It's great advice.
Now, sneak preview time. What's coming up for our 30th anniversary?
Yeah, 30-year anniversary. You know what? I can't share all the good stuff, Benny, but I can promise you this: as we get ready to reach a huge milestone, 30 years of serving gaming entertainment, we are going to have some good things for you to want to follow us on here, because this will be one of the first places that you're going to get the insight of what's happening. And you know what? I'm going to keep it as a surprise, Benny. As we get closer to the 30 years, we'll start to share more, but we're not that far away. At the end of the year.
Knowing you, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be big. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Michael, before we wrap up today's show, I want to invite our poker players to visit our poker room this month to play poker for a chance to win one of our big monster Carlo bonuses.
It's a great promotion.
Oh,
I'll
it's
tell you,
fun.
it's exciting over
Some of
there.
those prizes today are way up
Yeah,
there.
I know.
And it continues to grow. The key is how high will some of the bonuses grow. So come on up here and play. It's fun and simple. Round the clock. That means every hour, round the clock, every hour, we feature a high hand. If you win the high hand and it matches one of the monster Carlo bonuses, bingo. You win that and the high hand. It can be quite a sizable chunk of money.
It really is. It's just what it is. It's a monster bonus, and it's exciting.
Now, before we close out today's show, you promised our online viewers a special offer.
Special offer, here it is. So for those of you that are watching us online today, we would invite you to go out. This is how you're going to win. What we've got is, we've got a dinner for two coupon for the person who gets picked. So how you get picked? Go out, like us, make comments, share us. What we'll do is we'll see all the people that interacted out there on social media. We'll put your name into a drawing, and we're going to pull out a lucky winner that can come up to the casino and get to experience what it is that we offer, which is the food, the fun, the poker, the table games. What we're telling you, after all these years, it is true, and we just asked you to come up and have a chance. And by the way, we said last week we had our special opportunity, a gift, and we don't want to miss that here. We want to announce the lucky winner, Michael H. Michael H. If you're listening in today,
Michael H.
Michael H.
That's you, Michael
No,
H.
it's not funny. Michael H. from Beaverton, out in Beaverton. So Michael H. from Beaverton, you know who you are. There was only one Michael H. out there. So if you're listening, or those of you that know him, tell him he is the lucky winner of the Lucky You t-shirt, the Lucky You hat, Ben. And then, we're going to continue to have excitements and have giveaways. And it's just a really, really good time to say thank you to our viewers for watching us and sharing what we do. And we know why you're here, don't we? Know why people are watching, right?
Thanks, Michael. In the meantime, come visit us. We're close by, we're fun, and play all the poker and table games you love. How do you get here? Take exit 16 off I-5 to downtown La Center.
That's right,
And
come
be
down.
sure to check our website for updates on gaming promotions, other activities, Facebook page, the whole ball
It's
of wax.
all there, yes.
LastFrontierCasino.com. We're here
Because you love cards. Yeah.